One thing that you need to understand about money is energy and money is emotion. Money is energy and money is emotion. And money has got different forms, all right? So it depends, a lot depends on the emotion that you feel in regards to the money that you have, right? And whenever you spend money, you are using money as a means to an end. Money in itself does not have any value till the time it gets exchanged. It is just a form of paper, or it is a number on a digital screen. That is what money is. But the moment you exchange it, right, for something you think is valuable, then money changes its form. Money gets converted maybe into a laptop, right, a watch, or anything, a car, a house. So money is E for energy, and I said E for emotion. Money is also E for experience. And when we talk about exchanging money to feel a certain emotion, to feel a certain experience, you need to understand the word priority. And you will understand P for priority only when you understand P for purpose. When you have a purpose in life, something that gives you meaning, the values that you hold dearly, okay, let's say you value dignity, self respect, and then you think long term, all right? If I'm talking about how to save money or how to increase money, one of the things that one needs to do is think long term. So when you think long term, and when you have this money, you know that it has to last. You have a purpose now. Now, what is the purpose? To maintain your self respect, dignity. Because the moment you start losing money and when you don't have money, that also takes away your respect. You may not like what I'm saying, but then the truth of the matter is you get treated differently depending on how much money you have and where you go, right? You travel in a local bus, that experience is different. I'm not saying that you mustn't travel in local bus, and people who travel in local bus are, are somehow negative. That is not the idea. I'm talking about the experience, the comfort level in the local bus, right? And when you travel in a luxury car, the experience is different. So here, the way people treat you or treat you changes when you are a bad manager of your money, right? You keep going broke. The money keeps disappearing from your bank account. What happens then? When you start spending more than you earn, you get into deficit. You get into that minus account because you're spending more than you're earning. Then what happens is you end up taking loans. Maybe it starts from a hand loan or maybe loan from institutions. And if this habit continues, you maybe you will end up not paying your loans, and that is when people knock at your door. And they will not talk to you nicely. You will not feel respected. So when you have a purposeful life, and one of the purpose is having that dignity, self-respect, and you're thinking long term, you're thinking of your old age as well, then you become smart and clever while spending money. It is not that you should lead a miserly life. No. You need to know where to spend, what to spend on, because you're spending on experiences. So what are your priorities? So the moment you are thinking of spending that money, ask yourself this question for a moment. Become conscious. What am I exchanging this for? An experience. Is it worth it right now? Your ego will scream at, top of its lungs, telling you that it's absolutely worth it. Then ask yourself, is it aligned with my purpose, my long-term purpose? Right? If I keep spending this money, eventually I will run out, and what's going to happen then? Right? Maybe your purpose is to get educated, or maybe educate others, maybe fund somebody else's education. Will I be able to do that? If you have kids, maybe my kids might make use of this. Or maybe it is about you. Tomorrow you lose health. Healthcare is very expensive. Then you become smart with money. And let me tell you, the other thing is, when we talk about money, it's also about peer pressure, right? You see your friend doing it, he's making more than you, and he's doing it. Now, even you want to do it. You have that itch. Uski sari mere sari se safed kaise? Right? So the moment we value ourselves depending on what we have acquired, that is called internalized capitalism, where you have internalized the values and principles, that support capitalism or capitalist ideas and viewpoints. That teaches you the more you have, the merrier. So you end up giving your hard-earned money to all those companies that tell you you're worth it only if you have their products. So it also boils down to your self-worth, right? Your self-worth. Have a good life, check your mattress, spend on your mattress, spend on your sheets, spend on a good pair of shoes. Now you go buy 10 pair of shoes and you cannot, deep inside you know you cannot afford it. That's a rookie mistake. A lot of people do that, right? So spend on a good phone, but then you should know what your limit is. I can't tell you what to do and what not to do. You're the one who knows it. That voice inside you is telling you, don't do it now. But then you shut that voice. And when you keep shutting that voice, over a period of time, you end up muting that voice. And you get into the flow of earning and spending it off. And you're left with nothing eventually. And when crisis hits you, it hits you really bad. So it's not about saving money. It is about knowing these priorities, knowing your self-worth, knowing your purpose, knowing that money is about emotion, about experience. It depends on the emotion that you are in. And saving money, investing money is also an emotion that tells you, this is important that I invest, that I save. This is important, right? I'm saving so that I can spend it later. You have to spend it. You can't, what's the point dying rich? Unless you have a legacy, unless you have maybe, you want to give something to your children and all that, or maybe give it away like Andrew Carnegie, open libraries, colleges, that's a different thing, the contribution goals. So you're saving it so that you can spend it later. You should have money to spend it later. What happens during crisis? Pandemic hit us. A lot of people did not have money to pay their rents because they were bad managers of money. You need to manage, start deciding where you're going to spend, how you're going to spend it, how much you're going to spend it, how much you're going to save, how much you're going to invest. Divide the money that you get. Have so much to spend it. Maybe 5% of what you make, 10% of your profits. Spend it all, but nothing more than that. You make 100 rupees, spend 10 rupees, spend 5 rupees, right? Have maybe 50 rupees for your expenses, your household expenses and all that. And let another 10 rupees get into your long-term investments. Another 10 rupees for your long-term goals, for maybe your car. So that is how you segregate. And you should know your boundaries. The moment your heart says spend more than the 5% that you have decided or 10%, know that it is about managing emotions. So managing money is managing emotions, right? Hope this helps. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video.